Hello, my name is Xavier Mercado, and this is Spearhead Conversations. Today I'm joined by special guest Omar Lozano, a videographer out of the Southside of Milwaukee. He is also the promotional ambassador of Spearhead. The unique story of Omar is he was here in the beginning of this journey with Spearhead. He took a hiatus. He did his own thing. I seen the work that was put out. It's always quality and great as usual. But yeah, we've always kept in touch, and here we are again, finally working together once again. Have the same views. We're locked. So I reached out, and yeah, it's here. So without further ado, how you doing, Omar?
Doing pretty good, pretty good. You already know.
Yeah. You've been busy, man.
Yeah, busy. I'd rather stay busy than not do nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, man. I saw you traveled out. Was it Tennessee?
Yeah, I went to Tennessee a couple months back.
You also went to Philly, right?
Did not go to Philly yet, but
okay, gotcha.
it's there. You know, we just haven't planned for it, but
yeah,
soon maybe it'll come for this little project that I'm working with.
How was Tennessee?
It was pretty good. It was different experience being in a whole different state, working with this architect. He does, he builds a lot of houses over there. He just wants to build more.
Yeah.
And just wants to show his work through visuals and social media. That's how everybody gets connected now,
Yeah, man. Well, we're in a unique profession. I mean, a lot of people try to do it, but there's not many that can perfect it, especially with the videos you put out. I've always been, when I you already know, reaching out to you when Spearhead was first started, and trying to bring this vision to life, and me and you connected, told you the message I was trying to put out, and you took it, and what it turned into had my ass in tears, man.
Yeah, a couple people were in tears.
Yeah, man. But it's been awesome. You know what I mean? Just the relationship that has grown, and just watching you evolve even over this past year, because now it's a year, man.
Yeah, it's went by too quick.
Yeah, man. Last week would have been the anniversary of when we shot the video.
Right. I remember, yeah. It showed me memories that started popping up from stories. I'm like, damn, it's already been a year.
Yeah, man. But it went by quick. That's the thing that gets me.
Right.
But I'm happy to have had you along this journey. You've been someone that I could count on. So let's jump into it.
Let's get it.
All right. Where were you born?
I was born here in Milwaukee, Southside. Okay. Grew up in Southside, right there on 60th and Rodgers.
All right.
Back then it wasn't that bad. But,
yeah.
But you already know how the Southside be.
Yeah, the South, man.
But, I grew up in the Southside, had kid, grew up.
Yeah, childhood was a lot of outside.
That's the thing. I was born here, but I grew up in Mexico. So
oh wow.
I was born here in 94, so from when I was three years old, I moved to Mexico, and I grew up over there for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Till this day, I don't even know why. But we even did that where I went to school over there, and then I had to learn English again. Well, not again, but
you had to come back, and I had
to come back when I was 9 or 10 and learn English, and it was just bad because all the schools here just talk English.
Yeah, for sure. It's primary language, bro.
Right. It's all
America.
So I have a little accent a little bit, but
so childhood in Mexico, what was that like? Those are your core childhood memories.
I mean, everything's so different over there. Even the school, just the environment, everything's so different from here.
How did you keep your time occupied over there?
Man, you're being outside, to be honest, but
yeah,
I was a kid, so I was mostly outside, friends, but over there, back in the day, they'll let you just walk outside, and I'll be going to a whole different neighborhood to just go hang out with friends, and there wasn't no problem doing none of that,
Got you. What were hobbies of yours?
Man, I like to play soccer. I mean, guitar. You know, I was young when I learned guitar, so I always been like fan of music. You know, my uncle always loved music, so he got me into it. You know, and then started playing the guitar, and then grew up from there. You know.
What you know, man, that's a straight culture change. So, do you remember when you first moved back from Mexico and entered school again? Do you remember that memory?
Oh
of
yeah,
that first day of school.
yeah. I remember it like it was like last week, bro. It was like
What was
crazy.
that like for you?
Man, it was just so different because like all the kids were different. You know, like they spoke to me English. I didn't even know what to say back. I'll be like, see,
Yeah,
because all I knew was just Spanish. But I went to Forest Home, the elementary school,
yeah,
and it was like, and just a big difference because in school it's just like I don't know why, but school over there is like way harder for some reason. I don't know why.
yeah.
I don't like they don't make you use calculators, like none of that.
Oh
Like
wow,
everything is like written down.
man, shoosh, sheesh.
But you're a kid, so I'm guessing
Yeah.
it's not that hard, but like,
So music was was that the first thing that was like a love for you, or
yeah, I think
Yeah.
music, yeah. 'Cause,
and
like
what drew you to music?
how to be honest, that's how I got into music. You know the wrestling, WWE, and all that.
Yeah, for sure.
So like I started hearing the theme songs.
Okay.
And like how they're like all rock songs and
Yeah.
to be honest, that what got me into like rock and music and guitar and all that. Like
Do you smell what the rock is cooking? Do, 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 do,
Bro, that
do,
was
do,
like-
do, do, do.
that was my thing when I was a kid, man. Like just watching wrestling. I used to always watch with my dad.
That's awesome.
Man, it was just a fun experience,
It did. Through your love of music, did that evolve into you? Well, as a kid, you're just probably primarily listening.
Yeah.
Did you do anything as far as in high school where you were playing with the music?
Yeah, in high school it was just a little bit, like I played a little bit of guitar. I'll take my guitar to school and stuff like that, but not being in a band, no. Like I've always wanted to be like in a band or like something close to that, but like I never really got into a band. I just kind of played by myself and just
Yeah,
just started doing my own thing, but
that's dope.
yeah. And like I kind of self-taught myself how to play a little bit, YouTube and like from other friends, teaching me stuff, but other than that, I kind of everything I mostly did I self-taught just because I just want to learn something new and just I guess that's the only way I could teach myself was through YouTube videos, other people that knew how to play.
Yeah,
So like,
man, good old music. How did your videography come into play?
so that's the thing. It came through the music too.
It did.
Yeah. So like one of my friends, Jesus, LTG Vega, you know.
LTG.
LTG.
Shout out. Shout out.
Shout out LTG. Yeah, he was the first person that asked me like, "Hey, bro, I know you do," because I used to record him. I'm a producer right now. Back then, I was a producer. I was doing more music stuff. I was focusing more on that, and he asked me like, "Hey, you think you could do a video too?" Like, he literally handed me like a pocket camera. Like it was like the digital cameras. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, definitely.
And then he's like, "Hey, you think you could do a music video with this?" And I'm like, I think I could. I've seen music videos, so let me give it a try. But man, if I send you the video, you could probably put it up,
Yeah.
and show you how bad it was. But you start from somewhere,
Yeah.
But like that's where my videography came from. Like I recorded his music, and then one day he was like, "Let's record a video. Let's see if we can do it."
What do you feel inspired you to pursue it professionally? Because now you know what I mean? You're professional. Like,
Yeah. But it's just, man, I just kept going, like I really liked how it looked. Even though it was bad my first time, I just really liked the way it looked. And like, I just started looking more into cameras, looking more into, lights. And like, you get to a difference from like my first month to like the second month, how like progressively started getting better. But like, once I started seeing that I was getting better, I was like, a lot of people started like telling me, "Hey, can you do a video for me too?" And then me too, and me too, and then it just started kind of expanding from there. And then I kind of started doing it more and more. And then
what was your background with video? Had you ever before that day touched a camera like that?
Bro,
Nothing.
never,
Never.
literally put it on automatic,
Yeah.
put a light on top of it, and just man,
Oh
that's the way it
man.
started, you know, like, but like it was just yeah, it was just
There. Well, you go by the alias of Los
yeah,
Primitive.
Los Primitive.
And what well, music was already in play.
Yeah,
Videos was already in play.
yeah.
I think last summer was a big summer for you for the content you were pushing out because at that time you were pushing out LTG Vega. I was
Mhm.
on set for one of those.
Oh yeah, you were.
For one of those, I made it in the video.
Oh yeah, you were in the video. I forgot.
My my Middleton jersey made the cut, but that was you were producing a lot of videos for artists around the city.
Yeah.
So what inspired Los Primitive? Like, how did that come about? When did that come about? When was it founded?
It was founded literally when I was making music, like probably 2017,
Mm-hmm.
it's 17, 16. Just because what it means is like LOZ, which is my last name, Lozano,
Mm-hmm.
and then primitive, meaning like that you started from the beginning, like you started with nothing, like,
Yeah,
so like,
that's a very humble.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
but like, I try to make the best out of like what I have, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you don't have the best equipment, you don't have the best stuff, but like you work what you work with, and like you have to have that creative mentality, and you could make anything with any type of camera. That's what I always tell anybody. Like if you have an iPhone, bro, you can make a whole music video with that iPhone and make it look like just like any other camera, bro. It's crazy. Like,
yeah,
it's just about the creativity and the framing and everything.
yeah,
That's what I tell people. Like, you don't need like the best gear out there to make good content.
yeah, for sure.
But it's like, man, it's just. But if you do have it though, it just even goes crazier.
Yeah,
Because you got the creativity and the best cameras out there, bro. It's just
yeah.
you're just on another planet now.
One thing I do notice is that you're a lot comfortable in your body right now, man. Like compared to, because we did an interview last year.
Yeah.
We did it. That never one got out because we
Right.
were supposed to redo it, and then just things happened.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean. You seem like you've coming into your own. I'm Los Primitive, dog. With videography, what do you specialize in? What do you consider like the video work that you primarily try to focus on that brings out the best of what you have?
I try to focus more on music videos. I really love the cinematic B-rolls, and like I just like directing stuff for music videos just because I really like doing them. I really like editing them, and it's just once you edit them, like it's like, man, it becomes something else. Once you see from the actual camera and like you edit them, it just you like a whole bunch of ideas just come up and you can just do anything. Like when I record music videos, I'm always like, I guess editing in my head, kind of like, okay, this will go like this with the next shot, and like you have to kind of like, it takes time to get there because like at first I was more worried about the settings on my camera and like not even worried about framing or like coming up with ideas of how to do it. I was more worried about my camera, like shooting right. You know what I mean?
For sure. Yes.
But yeah, I mostly specialize like on your video, like commercials like that.
Yeah.
Love doing that.
Man, well, we're in the process of doing it again.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. Dog, we gonna make them cry. You're gonna make me cry. What type of equipment and software do you deal with when it comes to filming and then editing?
Like my gear, as in like the camera I use and everything.
Yeah.
I use a Sony A7 III.
Them fire.
So you're already in Sony, bro.
It's the only way to go, man.
The only way.
We got the Sony cameras all around us right now.
That's why you get the content that you do.
Yeah, man. What have you always stuck with Sony?
No, this is my first Sony. Well, I used to have a Canon 80D, which is it's still good. It's still good camera.
Yeah,
but like
for sure.
Sony just
it's out of here.
It's out of here, bro.
It's out the park.
Especially, man.
What type of programs do you use for editing?
Usually I use Premiere Pro. Right now I'm trying out this new program called Filmora, which is okay.
Yeah.
It's film. I'm use more Filmora for like short videos, reels, stuff like that, where I just want to do something quick.
Yeah.
Something like bigger projects where I can do more is, Premiere Pro and stuff like that. But yeah, I just use Premiere Pro, Photoshop, everything Premiere Pro, Adobe software, basically.
I mean, I love all the work you do. You already
Oh,
know.
thank you, appreciate it.
It's those type of things that, I mean, it shows the passion that comes from within, from you. What are projects that you've been proud of that stand out for you? Like what? Yeah, like because you've done a lot. You've done a lot of music videos. I've seen recently you were doing Barber.
Oh yeah. I do a lot of barbers around, around the Milwaukee area.
Man.
Yeah, thank you, appreciate it. I mean, yeah, like what I'm proud, to be honest, bro, I'm proud of is working with Spearheads, low key.
Okay, dog, let's get it.
Like, because the thing is, like, you network, you're always, like, it's crazy how you get all these people to come in your show. Like, that's something, like, people dream of, like,
yeah,
man, like, what was it, like, last week, you got Tommy G.
G, yeah.
Like, who else in Milwaukee?
Yeah, man.
I mean, like, somebody probably, like, I don't know if you know Adam 22. I think he interviewed him, too, but, like, bro, that's...
Yeah.
It's
bro. There, and it's been humbling,
Yeah.
But this platform is all for networking, so you have as much access as I have to these people. But I appreciate you saying that. You know what I mean? Like, but let's not undermine the work that you've put out because for real, like, I always love seeing projects, even, Los de la M.
Yeah.
That music video you did for them.
Yeah. That was definitely one up there too. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was like, look at this dude. I know that when it comes time, when this platform is well off and I want to dip into my music,
right,
you will be shooting all my music videos. No, but I love the creativity. So what other projects have you worked on that really stand out for you?
Man. Right, like right now I'm working on a couple music videos, with I don't know if you know a guy named Kano, but I'm working with him doing music videos, and he likes a lot of like sending messages through the videos. Like the last video I shot with him, it was talking about a guy that got shot, for no reason, he got killed. Yeah. And he was talking about that in a song, and we even got like a cop to even act in the video so you could like pretend to arrest them, and stuff like that.
The storyline.
Like a storyline towards it, working yourself up, but other than that, like Legacia, I work with them a lot. They're music, they do music also, Mexico regional music.
Was that the one in the flower
sunflowers?
Yeah, bro. I was digging that.
Yeah, like I got a good.
I got the melody in my head.
It's called Eres. If you guys want to look it up.
Look at that.
But yeah, I mean, there's like, to be honest, all my favorite ones are usually music videos. But like, I love, like I said, doing commercials. Like the commercial that we're working on with you, I already know is gonna go crazy because I already got some ideas, and we just gotta get to working on it.
What I will say, man, is that you know what I mean. I want you to actually tell people is that what's your background education wise with videography? Now I know what it is, but it's amazing. So go ahead, man.
I mean, with videography, like I said, I started with a little camera and then I just kind of just learned myself and like by trial and error,
Yeah, it's self-taught.
Self-taught,
man. That's
so like
who else is like that? Philly Flyboy.
Oh yeah, Philly Flyboy.
Philly Fly. You did his interview.
Yeah.
You filmed his interview. That's still one of my favorites.
Yeah, you could tell he's like really smart like in everything he does. Like,
for sure, man.
Because like he just goes after it. And,
yeah,
like, that's good. But yeah, like starting off with all this, bro, I just didn't have like I said, that's why I called myself. I didn't have nothing, like I kind of like build myself up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What were those barriers you were facing other than you didn't have the equipment? Like,
I mean, just being at work too, like taking up my time, like it kind of like you get off work off like a 10-hour shift and then you want to come home and film. It's like you don't even have the energy sometimes. And I wish I would have, but man, like, and like I used to live with my mom back in the day when I first started filming, and like she wouldn't even let me go out to go film, and
Oh,
even though I
damn.
was already like 19 or like
Damn.
treating me like
I
yeah.
remember I was 18, 19. I was in New York. My abuela, she wouldn't let me at all. She didn't want me out in the streets because I'd walk the South Bronx,
Yeah.
walk all through, and
Man.
it'd be like, she'd be like, no.
Man, it's the Bronx where you gotta be
Hell
careful.
yeah. Well, everyone told me that, but me, I'm just like, nah, man. I gotta know my surroundings in case I gotta run from these cops. No,
You were worried about the cops.
nah, just kidding. But no, yeah, I get that whole. And at the time, I'm 18. I can be outside if I want. I'm a grown man. No, I wasn't.
It's crazy how you think when you're 18, you think you're fully grown.
Yeah,
And like
sure.
when you get to like, you're almost 30s, you're like, man, what was I thinking?
What was I thinking?
Yeah, I could have got killed out there.
What type of techniques do you employ to assure like the quality of your work?
Techniques.
Like how do you make your videos look so
Man, it's just
cinematic, bro?
It's just like the way I guess framing has to do a lot with it.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, as long as you frame your stuff good, you have the right settings on your camera, and like just having that creativity, like let's say if I want to do a shot of somebody, I usually try to shoot through stuff like, try to shoot through some bushes,
Yeah.
Stuff like that, where it's like, it just adds more to the video, foreground and background. And it's kind of like artistic a little bit.
For sure.
But it's like, because I don't know how to draw, to be honest. But, if I could see a picture, I know it's right. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
I mean, to be honest, like in cameras, there is not really a technique, to be honest. It's just what I see it is like, whatever looks right in my eyes, I feel like that is the shot. Like there's some times where I don't even add shots to some music videos or something because I didn't like the way they came out.
Yeah.
And like sometimes I don't even use half the footage I shot of like let's say a whole hour of footage. I only use like 15 minutes of the footage that I actually, because I pick little parts that I actually liked.
Yeah.
Not everything looks good, but that's why that's that trial and error where I'm always always around the room, trying to see different angles and stuff. But like, I guess that's the technique I use. You see every angle that you could possibly get and just use the best one you got.
Yeah. What podcasting, videography is a style, music video is a style. Yeah. What other styles that you haven't tried that you would like to test waters?
I would really like to test on like documentaries and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's just, I feel like that's like almost like next level, because you have to like kind of like get resources and like like kind of do interviews. It's kind of like, and do B-rolls. It's kind of like like three things all like tied up into one, because you have to do interviews, go out and travel, get these resources, film B-roll of stuff, talk to people, get to meet the right people and everything. So it's like, man, that's just something crazy. Man,
you already know. You already know.
Yeah.
That's a future project, but I plan, you know what I mean? Once it's up there.
And
we set, believe me, I wouldn't think of anyone better to literally.
Hey, thank you.
You've, over the past year, even past, you've worked with a lot of significant people within the community. Who are some people that you could think off the top, like that you've worked with?
Like around here, Milwaukee?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I mean, I worked with, like you said, Philly Flyboy. That was one of the, big ones,
Yeah.
Huey and Abraham. Was it Abraham? Yeah, Abraham.
Yeah, it was Abraham. Jason Abraham. Yep.
Jason Abraham, he's really nice, real welcoming.
Yeah.
He treated us like.
Oh, he did. He really did, man. You also did Harry Glimberg.
Oh yeah, Harry Glimberg too. Man, he's shout out Harry.
Shout out Harry. Yeah, man, and it's amazing to see where your work is going, because I see the little teasers you put out, and then it's only a teaser, and then I'm over here like, dude, just drop this shit already. No.
That's the thing. Like, I try to promote everything, through teasers, and then kind of like I let the artist or whoever's video it is for, I let them drop it. So maybe sometimes a lot of people don't see that, but I always try to share it, you know, to like so
Yeah.
people can see it. I don't know how many people do see it, but you know,
Yeah.
it's out there, you know. But there is a lot of projects that I have that I haven't even like the LTG Vega one where he's in the room talking to himself.
Man, dog. And honestly, the only reason why man, when I seen that, man, I was just mind blown. I'm just like, dude. Now, no one knows what we're talking about, but just put it like this. It's a sick concept, but
Yeah. Like right now that's just like I guess it was just like a test where it's like it's not the actual video, but we put everything as in like kind of rehearsed it, you know?
yeah.
So that was like a little rehearsal video where I just haven't found the right spot to do it. I just want to find like just the right spot to do that video on, and it'll go crazy.
Yeah. Why does videography you feel bring such a passion out of you?
Man, that's it's hard to, cause like it's like a feeling, I guess. I don't know. It's just like I like it. Like there's some times where I'm like editing stuff and like I don't even have to be editing. I just kind of just do it for fun, you know. Like I'll grab like a video and then just start messing with it, and it just I don't know, just something about the creativity about, you know, manipulating videos, and like it's just, to me it's like magic, you know, like
Yeah.
you know, it's just fun, you know. It's just like how somebody would draw, you know. They just love doing it.
Yep.
It's like that's the same thing with me, you know. Like I like just working on videos, music. Like I like recording people. I like playing guitar, you know. I learn new instruments.
Yeah.
But
Who's been like do you feel, you know, you do all these videos and it's a passion. Let us know, like, working with others, right?
yeah.
Has there been people who've been super difficult with you?
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially because I do weddings as well.
Yeah.
And like, man, them brides at the weddings,
Yeah.
they're like they seem happy, but
The bridezillas.
bridezillas, bro. They they seem happy that day, and then one day
Yeah.
they're like, I don't know what the hell's going on.
I feel, you know, yeah, because I mean, you do a lot of work. You done quinces, you done weddings,
Yeah.
you done. Which one is the most difficult to do?
Man, I think weddings.
Weddings.
Just because you only have one shot for everything. You mess up that one shot.
Was there any time that you were like something went totally wrong on your end?
Bro, I messed up a whole wedding one time. Like,
Oh, boy. We can't say that. No, I'm just kidding.
this when I was first starting out.
Yeah.
But I had gotten a new camera, and like I was shooting with it, and I didn't notice that I was like super overexposed.
Oh, wow.
So like when I took the pictures, like everybody just looked like ghosts, like just all white. Like,
Wow.
yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a photo shoot for you and you know everybody else, you know, on me, you know. But like I know I messed up your wedding, but it was okay though. But like, cause like
Yeah.
I didn't do it for money or anything. I did it for free for them, you know, cause I was starting off.
Yeah.
So
Is this for who I think it was?
I don't know, maybe.
Puerto Rican cat?
No,
Okay, because I know you did hit their wedding, and I was like, oh.
no. This was a while ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was when I first started off. But yeah, man, I was like, I felt bad because like that's somebody's wedding,
That is.
and like that's important. And
You
like,
piece of poo.
they were really mad with me, to be honest. But I made it up for them. You know, they left happy. You know,
Yeah.
I did more pictures for them on a different day, and they were happy with it. So I was like,
Yeah.
at least it got fixed. You know,
For sure. You got to. What do you feel, you know what I mean, future-wise, like what do you feel is like pulling you towards with videography? What do you feel?
like what do I feel if
In the direction you're going with what you're doing.
oh man, like I'm trying, like the direction I'm going into is, man, just trying to have this as a main job, you know, like I wanna have this as a main job, you know, but I only could do it with if I get, you know, a lot of clients, a lot of people. So hit me up if you know y'all need a video.
Well, yeah, I'll let you know, you know.
But you know, like I said, like I'm trying to move forward with this, as in because I love doing this. I wish I could do more, but it's just something. You got to take care of the bills. You can't.
Definitely.
So,
Well, we dropped the website. You know what I mean? So once those projects come in, believe me,
oh yeah,
I
definitely.
got you. And it's honestly watching over the past year. It's been great to watch you evolve because you have. And I even see it in the new visuals that you're putting out. More comfortable with adding in things and just making the videos pop out. So, where do you see yourself in the next 5?
And hopefully in Hollywood. No,
You said that.
nah, but man, I just see myself at least doing this as a job. Where I can comfortably, work on videos without a, specific timeline where I have to go to sleep or have to do something right away. I just want to at least have this as a job because not only do I love doing videography, I always like producing as well. Like I record a lot of people here in Milwaukee. Like LTG Vega, I did all his songs, all his music out there. I produced, I made the beats, and all his videos. I made all his videos.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I could be a whole production for someone if they really wanted to, as in for music wise and music videos and stuff like that. But like I said, like I just had somebody else here the other day recording, and they were recording here for like 4 or 5 hours, But and like it's just all that stuff is just fun to me. Where I just want to do stuff like that, just stuff that I love doing, working on music, videos.
Hell yeah. I mean, well, I appreciate you and everything you do alongside the platform. What advice would you give to our youth?
I just feel like any advice I give somebody for videography is like to not worry about the type of equipment that they have and to work what they have and like make the best out of what you have,
Yeah.
Because it's not about what you have; it's about the creativity you put out there. Just because there's people where they're so popular just making videos with their iPhones, they're viral.
Yep.
So like it doesn't even matter. Like as long as you have the right content, your videos will expand from there and always have that consistency. That's key right there.
Consistency.
Hey, Xavier knows consistency is key.
Consistency is key.
Well, look where he's at now,
Yeah. We there, man. 52 weeks wasn't easy. We had the ups, downs, but
it was worth it though.
It was worth it. So what advice would you give to our just youth in general?
Man, advice is here in Milwaukee especially, to get a hobby or something because it's getting out of control out here.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just you see like with Tommy G, he kind of shows everybody how Milwaukee is. The kids and the youth nowadays, they're just crazy out here now, man. It's like I'm not saying all kids, but man, I feel like we gotta find something to like keep their minds off whatever they're doing now and find them hobbies or something because it's just and it be the young kids too. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's man, I feel a lot with the past couple of years, it's been a lot like just, distracted. You know what I mean? Obviously, a shutdown had a lot to do with where kids are at right now, but most definitely, so hobbies is what you suggest.
Yeah, I mean, like there's after school programs, there's, you could teach them a lot of stuff that isn't.
Yeah. So keeping your mind occupied, gaining a hobby, and yeah, man, these kids, they just need direction, and in part, this is why we do this platform.
Yeah.
Give them direction. You can see what success is. Any of you out there, any kids that listen to this right now, you can be this.
Right.
You could be where I'm sitting. You could be where Omar is right now. Like that. I feel like we live in a society where everyone projects their fears upon you, and then people actually listen to it. And in actuality, you just need to understand to be yourself and get away from naysayers, because as long as you have people like that around, they're just going to hold you down.
Right.
So.
Yeah, but like I said, Milwaukee's still
Milwaukee, yeah.
Great place.
Oh, yeah, man.
I love the people. I love everybody. Like I feel like everybody here is like becoming... I feel like it's changing a little bit,
Yeah, man.
Everybody, talking to more each other. You know,
Well, we just got to push in the right direction. That's there. But I appreciate you, bro.
thank you for having me, bro.
We finally got it.
Finally got it.
We finally did it. We can't forget Stephen Hibicki and Kyle Olsen that you filmed. Look at that.
I thought you said from Milwaukee. That's I was gonna mention them. I was like, well, they're in.
Well, they are. They're from Oak
They're from
Creek,
here,
South
but
yeah.
they got interviewed from what was it? One from Hollywood, one from Mexico,
one in LA, one in
LA,
Mexico. Yeah, but
you know, they're great people though. You know, Stephen Hibicki always comments on my stuff all the time too. You know, he's
It's
a person.
It's good support systems, man. But I do appreciate you. You know what I mean. Of course, we're gonna keep working together.
Definitely.
And I'm excited for the projects we got coming up. So, thank you again for coming on. And with that, Spearhead out.